We're going to invest many millions of dollars in the Nazi AI that coaches people how to break and enter and commit rape and attacks Jewish people. Remember when Elon Musk's racist chatbot Grok started posting anti-Semitic, violent messages online? Well, apparently the Trump administration saw this and said, yes, let's invest money in that and make that part of our federal government. What could possibly go wrong? My name is Brittany Page, and I am your guest host for today while Jesse is at jury duty. Yes, he is participating in this very important civic duty, and I don't know if he's on a jury right now. I know that in the past, he was actually on a grand jury for a year, and you may have heard him talk about that, but he's very passionate about engaging with this civic duty. Hopefully you are too. Thank you so much for being here and supporting his channel while he is away. I am also on YouTube, so please subscribe to me. You can find me by searching my name or by clicking the link in the description below, which I will definitely put there. I'm not going to forget that. So let's briefly refresh your memory with the Nazi AI Grok, okay? Elon Musk posted about how he had made some improvements to Grok that people would notice when they asked Grok questions, that I guess Grok would have better responses. And boy, did we notice. And that is because Grok is apparently somewhat trained on the posts that are put on Elon Musk's social media site. And one of Elon Musk's priorities when he took over that social media site, formerly known as Twitter, now called X, is he was really passionate about putting white power activists back on the platform, people like Nick Fuentes. He feels that that type of freedom of speech, that type of freedom of expression is really important to protect. Now, other types, not so much, but we can imagine where this is going, right? If Grok is trained on posts from white power activists, what is Elon Musk's AI going to start saying? Well, it called itself Mecha-Hitler, and, reading from this reporting, quote, Grok began responding to user prompts with anti-Semitic posts, including praising Adolf Hitler and accusing Jewish people of running Hollywood, a long-standing trope used by bigots and conspiracy theorists. In one of Grok's more violent interactions, several users prompted the bot to generate graphic depictions of raping a civil rights researcher named Will Stansel, who documented the harassment in screenshots on X and Blue Sky. That article goes on to say that essentially what Grok wrote is so graphic that they won't even reprint it in that article. But I'll kind of give you a basic overview. Grok gave advice to someone who asked Grok how to break into this researcher's home, and Grok gave advice on how to enter the home and also how to protect from possible disease during rape. So naturally, the Trump administration saw this and said, bingo, let's invest many millions of dollars in this exceptional project, apparently. Let's look at this reporting from CBS. Quote, the Pentagon has signed on to use Grok, the AI chatbot built by Elon Musk's company, X AI, as part of a new $200 million agreement that opens the door for its deployment across the federal government, the company announced Monday. The announcement comes amid Musk's public breakup with President Trump and days after Grok generated anti-Semitic responses and praised Adolf Hitler. The rollout is part of Grok for Government, a newly launched suite of tools designed for use by federal agencies, local governments, and national security operations. XAI said its products, including its latest Grok 4 model, will now be available for purchase through the General Services Administration, allowing any federal office to adopt this technology. XAI has continued to expand its government work. The new offerings includes custom national security tools, AI-powered science and health applications, and cleared engineering support for classified environments. So remember, we just talked about how Republican policies are unpopular, how they have to cheat to win, how gerrymandering is one of their main tools, including Donald Trump saying into a camera that that's what Republicans need to do in order to retain power. And this is a prime example. I mean, we don't have the ability to fund healthcare in this country, to fund food assistance for our most vulnerable, but we're going to invest many millions of dollars in the Nazi AI that coaches people how to break and enter and commit rape and attacks Jewish people. Sounds like a great priority, Donald Trump. You know, why is every single thing that these people do abhorrent? I swear, every hour it's a 5-alarm fire with what they're doing in this administration. I hope you are taking care of yourself. I know because you're here, because you're watching this, you're someone who wants to stay informed and you care about the issues. And it's tough to balance wanting to stay informed with wanting to stay well, mentally well. And that can sometimes be a tough balance. So I'd actually be interested to know how you're maintaining that balance of staying informed, but also taking care of yourself, because it's really important in order to stay in the fight, in order to stay and be active and out in the streets, which, by the way, there's a protest tomorrow, the Good Trouble protest. I hope that you are going to be out there wherever you are in the streets protesting Donald Trump and this administration. But I also hope that you are taking care of yourself. And me and Jesse will be out in the streets tomorrow, so look for coverage of that. Hopefully this jury duty thing is not going to interfere with that, actually. I just remembered that that is a possibility. Hopefully not. What do you think? We would love to know. Comment below, feed that algorithm, or you can leave a fewer than 3-minute voicemail at 714-576-4054. You can also email daily@dollemore.com. You can subscribe to my channel. My name is Brittany Page. I host the Page Perspective right here on YouTube. I'm trying to grow my little channel, much smaller than Jesse's, but I am trying my best. Please go over there and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I know Jesse is grateful you're here, that you're supporting his channel in his absence. So thank you so much for being here. And as he would say, be genuine, take care of one another.
Many of you are aware that my dear friend and brother of choice, not of blood, Brett McAfee, suffered a near-fatal medical emergency last summer while our families were on vacation in Scotland. I appreciate to no end the outpouring of support for Brett that you all gave. And I'm also very happy to report that he is safe and healing and working that long path of recovery. What I've probably not told you about Brett is that beyond being an excellent friend, he's also a talented writer. We have been the best of friends since we were kids, and I have been continually inspired by his creativity and by the truly singular take that he has on life. Over 2 decades ago, he wrote a poem called The Grateful Child. It's an acknowledgement of all the simple strengths that we tend to overlook. Written from the perspective of a young person, multiple grateful children express gratitude to their parents for the elements that make them who they are. The accounting of these everyday gifts inspires a clear reminder that we should not take anything for granted. I've shared Brett's remarkable poem with numerous people over the years, and a reoccurring response is that this should be a book. Well, we finally decided to listen to those people. The Grateful Child is not only a children's book for adults in your life, it's also an adult's book for children in your life. Everyone will appreciate its straightforward yet elegant celebration of life's little endowments. Click the link below to pre-order now, or simply scan this QR code and order your copy or copies today. But this being an illustrated book, we could not survive on the words alone. To pair with Brett's touching words, we searched all over for an illustrator who could bring the Grateful Child to visual life. We landed on somebody right here in the community from this show. Leah Farshid is an internationally acclaimed illustrator who, like you, is also an audience member. The moment we saw the first images that Leah drew to accompany Brett's text, we knew we had a perfect combination. It brings me tremendous joy to share my best friend's beautiful poem and Leah's spectacular images with the world. Everyone can benefit from The Grateful Child, just as I benefit from Brett's lifelong friendship. Share this beautiful book with your children. Share it with your parents or other relatives. The Grateful Child is an easy and exceptional way to show appreciation for someone in your life, young or old. Support someone you love and support this channel by giving The Grateful Child. Click the link below to pre-order now, or simply scan this QR code. I am pretty sure your children need a copy. And your mom, your nieces and your nephews, your Grandpa Charlie too. Don't forget Grandpa Charlie. I think he'd love this. Make The Grateful Child a part of your life. It has been such an excellent part of mine.